Okay, so I've got my 12 rows done, but there's a small little problem. See on the ends of your work, there's nowhere to put the bead in here, so you're going to have to do 13 rows. Okay, so the reason I'm saying that is because you want to start filling in a bead on this section, because we're going to start decreasing. So make sure you end your row with beads on the end like this. Okay, because our next row we're going to decrease. All right, before I got interrupted with the phone, so what I'm doing here is I am making another row, and then I'm going to start my pattern, but we're also going to decrease on this next row. And again, I'll show you how to do that, because now we're going to be continuing to decrease. I think we're going to do it probably every other row, only because we'll be decreasing 4 beads every time we decrease a row. Because we're doing 2-drop peyote, it's a little different. Now you can make this in just single peyote. You don't have to do 2-drop. It's just, I'm telling you, it's going to take you way longer than what it's taken me just to do it in 2-drop. But I am trying to figure out a pattern at the same time as making this, so it's taking me a little longer than I anticipated, because things don't always work out in my head. Well, they work out in my head, but they don't work out on the piece that I'm working on, so just bear with me. Now, I'm just putting on my last row, and then we're going to start with our pattern. Now, this pattern piece, if you monogram your change purse, you're going to have to read your pattern from right to left. You have to read it that way, and you'll see why. Okay, so now I'm just doing my little funky turn here, because I'm at the end of my row. Adding in my last 2 beads here. Okay, now go up here. Okay, so now we're going to do our funky, finish our funky. So now, see what I mean here? You've got these little valleys now. So now you can put a bead in here, and that's where you're going to stay on that row. And then you're not going to use these 2 end ones, just like we did here, to decrease here. On the here, we're going to do the same thing, because when you fold this over, like this, you fold it over, well, it'll sort of be like that. You'll have room here, because as you can see on my other one, I've got dangles hanging off of there, so it just makes it look really nice. Now for the pattern, again, I said I used 1, 2, 3, no, I need to find my center here, and on this row here it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I had this all figured out here. So, I need to get my pattern I need to get this name centered. This here is my center here. So let me see if this is going to work. So my center's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would have to start my pattern here, because why do I have 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the next row is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, this isn't going to work here. I don't know what I did. One, two, three. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta figure something out here. I don't want to sit on camera and do it. Okay, I figured it out. Alright, so my first row is going to, where's my colored marker here? I don't. Alright, so what I figured out here to get this to be even, this is going to be my first row. So I don't know if you could see the peyote stitches here, but this is a peyote stitch. Okay, it goes like this. You can barely see these. Okay. That one, 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 that one. Okay. So the row I'm doing is this row right here. Okay. Now I found the center of my work. I just went straight up from here because this is the very middle one here. So I'm going to go back 1, 2, 3, and this is where I'm going to place my very first color. Alright, so let me get this out of the way. Now I'm following, because I am coming this way. Well, I'm going to flip it around because I want it to. Let me see here. Yep, that's how it's going to go. So I'm just folding this over because I want to start on the right side. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, actually, we're working upside down. Alright, I get it. Okie dokie. Yeah, because when we fold the flap over, you want your name to be upside right, so you got to work upside down. One sec. Good thing I caught this, or I'd have been really screwing up. Now, because we have to start at the top of our pattern, because I have to start at the very top here, because when I fold this flap over, this is going to have the top of the T, the A, and the P. So start at the top of your name, don't start at the bottom. Now, because my very middle piece, so I'm working over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stitches. The middle stitch is where I want to put this middle of this A. Now, the problem is when you go all the way up here, you're going to see I don't have anywhere to put it in my middle there. So that means I have to do an entire new row. So let me just show you how to do your decrease row, because we're going to decrease on this row. Well, it doesn't matter. It's actually the next row that you're going to really see the decrease. So just start by filling in your holes here, because you want that middle space to be empty so you can get the middle bead, your middle of your lettering, directly in the middle of your bead work here. Okay, because I almost screwed this up. I almost started at the bottom. And then if I would have folded the flap over, her name would have been upside down. Good thing I caught that. See, I told you, I'm just designing this. I made this change purse like 5 years ago when I was living at my sister's. And I was off work for medical reasons. So I spent an entire week and a half just working on that purse. And that, like I said, was 5 years ago. I don't remember what I done yesterday. Never mind, 5 years ago. So I don't remember what I did, how I worked things out, but I managed. All right. So I'm getting to a point where I need that middle space open. So if you go all the way up, you see now I have a valley here in my very middle, and I need that valley or my pattern's not, my lettering's not going to be in the middle, okay? If you get what I mean, Jelly Bean. Alright, so I'm just putting another row on. But this time we're decreasing, so we're not going to go alright. Now let's put our last 2 beads on here. Okay, now we're going to decrease because we want to be coming out of this bead right here. So go into the side, the beads beside where you just ended. Here, I'm going down those 2 beads. Give it a good tight pull. And then I'm going to go down this way on a diagonal so I can go up the next 2 beads beside it. So it's up these ones because I want to come down towards my beadwork. And now go into your 2 beads you just put on here, like that. Alright, now let's see. Alright, just fold my purse back this way. There we go. Now we're going to start with we're going to start with the T. Okay, I'm still trying to figure this out. Oops, I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't do it. I need to dump some purple beads out because I need these for the lettering. Alright. Now, I'm going to go from the middle here, okay? So, from the middle, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. But on here, on this one here, as you can see, they're just silver, but the next row down, actually the 3rd row down, we're going to be adding an extra bead in there. I'm not going to confuse you guys, just let me show you what I'm doing here. Now, where is my middle here? My middle is here, so let me just make sure. 1, 2. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 silver beads. So let me put in 4 groups of silver. And as you can see now, we're decreasing again. There's 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 groups of silver. Here is my middle. So 1, 2. So in this one here, I'm going to put 2 purple. And I'll show you in a minute what I'm doing. Oh boy, that's all I need is a knot. Okay. Alright. Just show you here. These are the first 2 I'm doing. Now I'm going to put 2 silver and then 2 purple. Okay, so I'm going to put 2 silver. And the place I put the next 2 purple should be the very middle of my work. Okay. 2 purple. I just pulled my needle off my Alright. I like to stretch it because I want my beads to fit in there. Now I need to put my needle back on because I just pulled it off. Okay. Alright, so 2 purple. I'm following my peyote stitches. 2 silver, 2 purple, 1, 2 silver, and then 2 purple. Okay, so we got to do 2 silvers, two groups of silvers, and then 2 purples. Hopefully this works, guys. You're about to find out. And 2 purples, and then we will finish off our row. With all silver now. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Okay. Now, if we decrease again, I'm wondering, because we decreased 4 beads, if we should just do an extra row and then decrease again. I think that might be in our best interest to do that. So I'm going to flip this over now. Remember, when you flip it over, now you're going to be working from the left side of your pattern. Okay, so now I have to read my pattern from this side now. Okay, and do the next row. Now, I'm going to rub off what I've done. So I've done this row here. So this row is done. Then coming in, the next row, alright, so I think we will do one more row here, okay, and then we'll decrease again. So remember, one side of your pattern to the left side of your pattern. Now it shows I need to add 2 beads here, 2 more of my purple color, so I'm going to do silver right now. 2, 3, and 4. And now 2 purples. Oopsies. Okay, 2 purple there. Alright, so let me show you so you don't get confused. So we're doing this row now. We're working on this row. Okay, so now I have to do 1 silver, and then the next one is going to be 1 silver and 1 purple. Okay, do you see how this is? 1 silver, 1 purple. Alright, so we're going to just do a single group of silver first. Okay, then we're going to pick up 1 silver and 1 purple, and then we're going to go into the bead. That's our middle right there, like this. Okay, and then it shows 1 purple and 1 silver after it. Okay, so we've done this. Now we've got to do 1, 2 purples in a row. And no silvers. So now let's do 2 purples in a row. So there's 1, and there's 2 purples. And now we'll finish out the row with just silvers. Okay, and then we're going to do a decrease again. So there's 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, so of course you got to do your funky turnaround. It doesn't look like much right now, but it will. It'll start to, you'll start seeing your lettering taking shape as we do this. Okay, so now the next row we do is going to be our decrease row. I mean, it's kind of staircase like this, but we can put dangles in there like I did on my, we can put dangles in here like I did on my change purse. Okay, so there's the start of our lettering. Hopefully it'll be nice and centered, Ruby. And now we'll cross off that we've done this row here. Okay, so now we're over here with our needle. Okay, so we're over here. So now our next row before these purples here, we're going to put 1 silver with 1 purple on that one for our T. Okay, so when we get to there, we're going to put 1 silver and 1 purple. So right now I'm working on just 2 silvers. So this is where we're decreasing. Okay, so we need to put on 3 silvers. Okay, so I need 1 silver and 1 purple, and then we're going to go into that one, and then we're going to fill this in with 2 purples, and then we're going to do 1 purple and 1 silver, purple and 1 silver. Okay, like this. So now you can really see, well, you can't over there like that, but you can see the T starting to take shape. It's starting to look like this now. Okay, well, yeah. Wait. Yep, the 2 there. Okay, so now we're at where we're going to do 2 silver, 2 silver, then 2 purple, and 2 silver. Alright. So in this one here with our A, we do 2 silvers in there. Looking at my pattern. So 2 silvers. And I believe it's 2 silvers again. And then it's 2 purples. And then I think it's silver for the rest of the row. Okay. Yeah. Let's see how that's gonna look. That's gonna be really pretty. Really, really pretty.